What is up? It is Paris Tempit, Paris TTMPPED, TTMPPED. And we are finally inside, yo. I've been doing these outside videos, but it's getting brick. It's gonna be 61 on Friday, though. And as you can tell, I got my handy dandy notebook. Shit, Blue's Clues was not playing. That's some good ass advice. Carry your notebook around with you. I actually did a video on my old YouTube channel about how to pass, and I'm gonna see if I can find it and put it up here so y'all can actually see a younger version of me, see a me that was just starting testosterone, giving y'all advice on how I was navigating through my world. Now that I've been doing this for a while and I've been here in this little world, I feel like I've been able to really understand what I did and what I still do now to maintain comfortability and live in a world where people actually see me the way I want to be seen. Because that's all this really is just expressing self in a way that can be properly understood by other people. Now, one of my biggest things that I got on this list is wear layers. Now, before I had top surgery and before the muscles was muscling, you know, I was just everything that I didn't want I had. I had the hips. Everything was perfect. I'm like, y'all didn't even give me no goddamn peach fuzz. Like, come on. So I wore a lot of layers, and it really did help. It really did. Like, I used to wear my. So this was the combo. Ready? Binder, shirt. I think I would have like a hoodie on, jean jacket. Not only was I passing, but I was passing in fashion. Come on. I was looking fly as hell in my mind. You know what I'm saying? So when people would see me, they would only see all these layers. They wouldn't see what I was hiding underneath. That's the point. So I was expressing myself, feeling confident, but also passing. I wore a lot of big ass hoodies, and I would wear this bag. Hold on, I'm gonna go find it. I would wear this bag with everything. Put it like this. You know what I'm saying? Keep the coverage. Look. Come on, this shit was fire. I still wear it. It's still in the wardrobe. Found my style in this layering, you know. I do believe that, you know, when you're a trans man, you have to layer in a way that will distract. The jean jacket was a distraction. The hoodie was a distraction. Sometimes it wasn't enough. So I would have to, you know, wear a bigger hoodie. Sometimes you gotta wear bigger clothes. My next point of advice. Wear something that's bigger than your regular size. Even if you are a thicker person, it still helps. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes when you wear fitted stuff, it might glove you in the wrong places, which may lead you to a world where you're being misgendered. Thankfully, because of the world we're in, when someone that's a trans man or even a lesbian is, you know, presenting masculine, the world just assumes they're a man. It really does. It'd be like, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, thankfully, that's the world we're in. You know, for trans women, it's opposite. You gotta, to me, with trans women, you have to find what cups you in the right way. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to give y'all the wrong advice, but, you know, when I was pre-T and not even trying to pass as a man, it really was just wearing fitted stuff, maybe wearing your hair longer. This is definitely, the video is a lot more for trans men, that's my perspective, but I feel like more hair, distraction. It's all about distracting, you know, that's really what passing is just distracting from what might be underneath, you know what I'm saying? You got the style and hide. So if you're a trans woman, grow that hair out, you know, if you want to wear your hair up, maybe wear it a little tight so it gives your eye that, you know what I'm saying, give you a little, you know what I'm saying? But when you're a trans man, shape ups. Man, I was getting my hair shaped up every 2 damn weeks. I think at one point you couldn't even tell the difference from when I had a shape up and didn't. But in my mind, I look good. A lot of it's mental, y'all. Sometimes you can look in the mirror and be like, I look amazing and still not pass. You know, that's why you have to not really care about how people perceive you, because I think I made a video. Well, I'm posting a video. I don't know if I'm going to post it before this or after this, but even me being in my skin now, having top surgery and stuff like that, I had worked at this other job, and this girl thought I was a girl. She said I was very pretty to her, and she couldn't help it. And this is me with a bushy ass beard. Sometimes the energy is beyond expression. And I didn't get upset at her. I was like, that must mean I'm beautiful to her. She was like 7 years old, you know what I'm saying? So sometimes you can't pass, but this is gonna help. this video is to help. So yeah, wear baggier clothes, bind. Binding, if you don't know what binding is, binder is when you wear like a compression shirt. There are some websites called GC2B. That's honestly the only website I recommend. GC2B. I didn't try Under Armour and all this other shit. I remember when I had finally got top surgery, I had got a hematoma on my right side, and I ended up having to wear a compression shirt. That shit didn't do shit. Honestly, I feel like I was just wearing a tight ass shirt. Like, you gotta wear a binder if you're trying to bind. You don't have to wear a binder, but if you want to achieve it, GC2B gonna do it every time. And when and sometimes, you know, people will wear it like, oh, it's loose. Wash it and dry it. When you wash and dry it, it goes right back to its original thing. I suggest you have to go based off of your body type. If you are, for example, me, I would consider myself a medium-sized dude. I always, even in high school, you know, I was a little bit of a medium, so I wore a medium or a large. You know, if you're a large, you know, if you wear larger clothes because you have to, then you wear a larger size. You kind of have to go based off of your body. Don't wear it overnight. You can swim in it, but it will get looser. Put it back in the dryer after you wash it. But binding is very easy, very simple. I used to just put my arms around it, pull that shit, you know what I'm saying? And I'll be about my day. Like, you know, I honestly didn't have much trouble at all with it. My ribs were fine. There will be days where I'll have to kind of give it some days off, but binding is a really big thing I used to do. Before I was allowed to bind, I used to wear this tight ass bra. Listen, I'm giving y'all real like glimpses into my past, but I used to wear this tight ass bra, the same one too. That shit was dirty as hell. I'm pretty sure it took my storage unit being emptied for me to get rid of that damn bra, bro. Because that shit was, even after top, that shit followed me for some reason. But I wore a tight ass bra. Looking back, it didn't really do what I thought it was doing, but it actually did what I thought it was doing. It was a little bit of both. You know, I wore a bigger hoodie in high school, so it wasn't that much. When it comes to wearing baggier clothes, wear darker clothes. Hey, come here. I wore darker clothes. You wouldn't see me wearing this, because I feel like it just adds a lot of enunciation on the you know what I'm saying. As for pants, I truly believe that you need to go to the male section. You just throw out any, because women's clothes are meant to enunciate certain parts of your body: the hips, the ass, the thighs. When I was hips, ass, and thighs, when I was Megan Thee Stallion around, I was realizing, okay, like, more sweatpants, more pants where the pockets aren't on the side, but maybe in the front. You know what I'm saying? Maybe close the pockets at all. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's a matter of preference, but bigger clothes gonna do it every time. Now, I'm a breeze through this but packing. If you don't know what that is, y'all, I'm not gonna go into detail because, okay, fine, I will. But packing is, you know, if you want to wear a dick, put on a dick. It's pretty simple. I believe you don't have to do it. Before I am who I am today, I used to feel like I was obligated to do it. But to me, nobody's looking down there. For real. If they are, what the fuck? Whoa, help my junk. You know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes don't get in your head about if you need to do this, you know. Even that goes for surgeries as well, you know, but that's a different video. But packing, very optional. I mean, if you're wearing sweats or some shit, like, maybe, but like, I truly believe you don't have to, because even these cis men out here aren't out here just printing around. Like, it's not, it's none of our business was in any of our pants. So I'm not trying to say, like, don't do it unless you're having extreme dysphoria. Dysphoria is another video. But if you're having dysphoria, then you do it for yourself, but not for the passing. Of course, if you're going to a party, if you're out with your partner, if you're trying to find a partner, that's a different situation, you know. But I said I'm gonna breeze through that because, you know, I don't want the comments asking me about my what's in my pants. Baby, I'm slinging. Anyway, change your posture, y'all, bro. You might think this is doing something, but all it's doing is giving you no neck. Slouching is a waste of time. And even after I got top surgery, it took me years to just straighten up that walk straight, please. This is already making you look weird, and it's giving you attention. It's stand up straight. It really depends on what your goal is. If you're trying to give off a more masculine energy, you have to be confident in your energy. Walk with confidence. You know, a lot of these stud lesbians are getting mistaken as men because they just be walking like men. They just be vibing like, you know, they be vibing with the boys. The reason why people think they're men is because they are checking off the list of what makes masculinity. And it's confidence, posture, energy. You know what I'm saying? When you're sitting in a chair, I mean, you can sit with your legs crossed and stuff like that, but it will give off a more feminine, it doesn't matter, but it will give off a more feminine energy. Maybe you spread them legs a little bit, lean back a little bit, relax. Men are a lot more relaxed. You gotta just relax a little bit. Relaxing really is all it takes. Men don't be putting as much energy into what we be. Bro, the amount of energy that I used to put into being a man out in this world, bro, that's not real. That is, bro, niggas don't give a fuck. You know, not all niggas, but I'm just saying, like, you don't. I mean, you should be putting in that much effort, but you shouldn't be putting this much effort into an imaginary man, because now that I've been out here for these men, some of them just look this good and by accident. You know what I'm saying? I put a lot of effort into my hygiene, and I've been in that bathroom for a long ass time. This beard took effort. If you want beard care, comment down below. Slow down. Men aren't that fast. Slow down. Slow down. This is the complete opposite for trans women. I might have to just do a whole separate video, but actually talking to a trans woman so she can give y'all some advice as well. I can give y'all advice for just hanging with a lot of women and, you know, like stuff like that, but I don't want to give y'all the wrong advice. You know what I'm saying? But if you're a trans woman, cross them legs. Honestly, it's the complete opposite. You know what I'm saying? You have to spread them legs. Maybe not wear as tight of a shirt. Maybe wear a looser fitted shirt, a bra. Like, you have to do the complete opposite of what you did or what men do. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's very interesting. But this is all a matter of expression. It's not real. So don't get too in your head about this. Hair. So I decided to grow my hair out. But if I would have decided to grow my hair out pre-T, would I have passed? I don't know. With locks, maybe so. If you're black, get locks. I'm telling you, even if you're pre-T, like, this is considered a masculine energy. Even the cis women can, sometimes, you know, I remember when I was younger, I wanted locks. My mom was like, no, that's for boys. But I want locks. I don't give a fuck who it's for. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's one of those things where this kind of hairstyle, I mean, not with the beads and shit like that, but this kind of hairstyle can be considered a masculine hairstyle. Getting shape ups, you know what I'm saying? Getting your hair braided back. If you have straighter hair, getting a taper. You know what I'm saying? Tapering your hair, getting the two braids or like a low cut. Any kind of fade cut lineup will have you going on this other side of the spectrum. You know what I'm saying? It will help greatly. You know, once you're on I feel like, I don't know, like, when I was younger, I had shorter hair, and having shorter hair helped me a lot. But sometimes, because I was so goddamn beautiful, you know, some people saw right through it. I remember I went to the barber shop, and he thought my nephew was my son. I'm like, first of all, I'm 15 as fuck, and why are you hitting on me? I look like a nigga. Anyway, it didn't matter. Sometimes people see right through it. Piercings. Y'all, piercings is like what you need to do. Sometimes just getting pierced up, bruh. That is, no one knows what you are at that point. Oh, they're a rebel. You know, all they see is a rebel. Oh, they gotta be LGBT plus. You know what I'm saying? I got my eyebrow piercing when I was 18, and to me, that was my money maker. Hey! That was the maker. You know, I feel like sometimes having a piercing or a tattoo really does help with just giving off LGBT plus, definitely the T. Of course, at the same time, in that same breath, you know, if you're younger, you can't get piercing, so this isn't for you. Ooh, you know, maybe dye your hair. You know, I think I put that. You know, dyeing your hair gives off rebel LGBT plus vibe. You know, tattoos definitely. You know, it just any kind of edgy thing, any kind of alternative thing. Honestly, just dress alternative. Shit. Dress alternative, like me being me, people think I'm alternative just because of my vibe, but I dress like this because I'm LGBT plus. Me being LGBT plus, the alternative community was trying to bring me in, and I started speaking spiritual, and they kicked me out. So, you know, it's, you know, I put get into aesthetics, like, yeah, alternative. You have to get into an aesthetic sometimes. When you're not passing yet, get into an aesthetic, you know, like hippie vibe. And one of the vibes, because I feel like one of those aesthetics, like the hippie like giving that alternative vibe, giving into one of those aesthetics while you're young will help people understand that you're not the typical. I'm trying to be one of the chill people, just like a skater dude, or I'm telling y'all, it sounds crazy, but that really be helping. Lastly, I guess put dress the part. And if you are very keen on passing and being seen as the person you are, dress the part. It's really that simple. You know, get the fade, wear the clothes, you know, or grow your hair out, opposite, you know. It's a matter of showing those people you're trying to be like that you're like them, you know, so they can understand you better. You know, I gotta say, like, it really is the conservative people that see through it, or the people that just don't have any knowledge. You know, it's like sometimes people don't know what is going on, so then they might be wrong, and then, you know, so passing is a matter of just hopefully being understood properly. Which is why I'm a firm believer in don't give it too much of your energy, because sometimes it may take you just finding your style. You know, sometimes I spent so long trying to pass that I had a style, but it was really just for the outside world. So then I lost myself. You know, it was to the point where I just posted a video yesterday of a picture from me from 2 years ago, and they were like, "Thought you were a whole different person." And to me, I'm like, I look exactly the same, but it's because my whole aesthetic was different. I was still people pleasing at that time. I would dress. I don't give a fuck what I threw this on, and to me, the more confident I become in finding my own aesthetic, the more I'm just passing out here. Like, it really, I mean, at the same time, I am like 5 years on T, gonna be 6 years this year, which is crazy. But so it's been a while, but I feel like even before, if I would have kind of focused more on what I wanted, it would have been a different life. So my last take is maybe ignore the whole video and just do what you want. What do you think is attractive on the person that you want to be like? Who is your inspiration? You know what I'm saying? I feel like I'm becoming Luca from Grownish. I'm on that, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to become Bob Marley. Like, it's very interesting that who I've become now that I don't focus on passing. And to me, it's someone that actually passes. So give it time at the same time. Maybe start putting on some beard oil. But when you're young, you gotta realize that, you know, my younger community who's watching this, if you are, you know, in high school, starting college, like, it's gonna be a weird world. You can do everything right and still not pass, which is why you need to actually focus on finding your community. The ones that will not give a fuck what you're wearing, but only give a fuck about who you are and what you want. You know what I'm saying? And that, to me, is how to really pass, is to be in a world where you don't have to. Of course, we want to go out in public, we want to go to stores, we want to go to clubs, and we want to find people, and we want to learn, and that is going to have, you know, sometimes it does take giving into a aesthetic, a vibe, a person, a gender. You know, sometimes it takes that. But I have so much faith in you guys, and I hope these tips were up front. Like I said, I'm going to put at the top, in the beginning of the video, like I said, and also in the description, the video of me really giving y'all some, you know, real pointers when I was in the middle of high voice, freshman year of college. Like, I was very young, and I wasn't passing. But now that I'm here, you know, I've learned, now that I've grown up, I've realized it's not even about that. It wasn't ever about that. It was about being respected. It was about feeling comfortable. And, you know, I wish I would have focused a little bit more on that rather than everyone else. But sometimes in order to find out who we are, we have to see how everyone else sees us. You know, it's a very weird paradigm. It's a really weird circle of life. But that's the end of this video, y'all. We got a lot of bangers coming for y'all. So comment down below any question, comments, or concerns. If you made it this far in the video, comment down below. It's all about community. It's all about community. You know, if you got anything to say, you have any kind words for the people? You have anything to say to the people? Any kind words? Well, North said bye.